Oh, yeah, we're here. Welcome to the program. It is Out of Bounds with Johnny B. I am Johnny B, if you didn't know. Just a local comedian and radio guy. And now I'm here with you once again, talking Buccaneers football and whatever else might pop up. We're hanging out. Sunday evening. We're a little depressed. The Lightning lost. It was a toughie. A lot of turnovers. I'm pretty sure Jameis Winston was on the ice for the Lightning today with all the turnovers. But it's going to, they can't win them all, baby. They'll be back in a couple of days. Hop on the chat. Hop in the stream. The links are up in the chat. If you'd like to hop on, feel free. Put everybody on here. What's up, Christopher? Hop in. We're talking Bucs football today. We're going to keep you up to date on everything that's kind of happening in and around Bucs football. We're in this weird lull right now because mandatory mini camps are over. And now it's like a 7-week vacation for all the players and the coaches and everything. A well-deserved vacation. They'll all go back to their mansions and their estates and their lake homes. That's why they work so hard. They come back a couple of days before training camp and they'll get their rings. Big private ceremony. We'll get their big old fat shiny rings. I can't wait to see those. I think they've shown some renderings of them, but I'll be excited to actually see the rings on the players and all of that. There's been talk that this kind of weird timing that they get their rings a couple of days before training camp, but look, man, whatever they do, I'm not questioning them. They're the world champions. So they do whatever they do. And we sit back and just enjoy it. Hopefully. I mean, we can question or wonder why certain things are done, but you really can't critique them too hard right now. They're the best. I mean, it was easy to critique the old regime because they sucked. So we are here now. So hop on in. Phone lines are open if you'd like to join us. 727-592-8518. I was going to book some guests, but you know what? Today I just feel like having whoever wants to pop on. It's a free-for-all, baby. Come on in. Break out your shitty webcam. I don't care what you're using. Your cell phone by the pool. Don't care. On the toilet. As a matter of fact, I want to have a segment where you only stream from your toilet because I know that's where a lot of you are watching. You're watching from your toilets. You need to get up. That's what causes hemorrhoids. Seriously. I just found that out myself. 40-something years. I didn't know. I sit there and look at TikTok for a half hour. My legs will fall asleep. I didn't know the longer you sat there, you got hemorrhoids. Mind blown. Who knew? Who knew I was going to talk about hemorrhoids before I even talked about the Bucs? Hop on in. 727-598-8518. Also, hit me up on social media if you haven't done so already. On Twitter, I'm at Johnny B Comedy. My radio program is at Johnny B Show. Do appreciate the follows and the interaction. Do care about it. You guys are great. I am a 15-year-old girl when it comes to social media. I got to whore myself out. I'm nothing without my following. So go on and get after it. Also, a lot of you are watching from my Facebook. So if you're on the Johnny B Show fans Facebook, I do appreciate that. And if you're on my personal Facebook, feel honored because I'm almost out of room. Got to stop accepting you people. All right. And if you're a hot girl, don't even try to Facebook friend request me because I delete it immediately. I assume you're spam because you're most likely spam. Sorry. If you're from, the Philippines and your name has 12 consonants in it, you're probably going to sell Ray-Bans or high heel Nikes on my wall. And I just don't have time for that. I have a lot of stuff going on. So don't do it. Mark, what's up, pal? There you go. Hey, shout out to everybody that came out to Palm Harbor last night, too. Had a ridiculously fun comedy show last night in Palm Harbor. Devine Brewery. It's one of my favorite spots to do comedy. Shout out to Matt Fernandez. That's his comedy room. He puts the thing together. And I'm telling you, they may have the best audiences of any brewery. I mean, I do a lot of bar gigs, a lot of breweries, and they're all fun. But something about Devine, man, that crowd is completely engaged with the comedy show. So it's always a lot of fun. It felt like a real comedy club setting. except for with concrete floors, a concrete bar, and really delicious beer. So it was great. Shout out to Palm Harbor and Devine. If you want to see where I'm going to be next, johnnybcomedy.com is my website with my schedule. And it looks like things are really starting to open back up. A lot of comedy shows are starting to pop back up for me. So I got a lot of things in the area. I usually book within, a 90-minute drive of Tampa. So come see me this weekend, Bradenton. I will be doing comedy at Motorworks. Saturday night, I'll be singing the national anthem at the Rowdies game at Al Lang Stadium. Yeah, I sing too. It's crazy. I know. I do everything. I cook. I sing. I Pilates. You know what I mean? Okay, one of those is not true. I'm a big, disgusting, fat body. Hey, there's Teresa, one of my favorites. What's going on? Victor's up in here. I like that I have my Facebook on here now. So I'm going to bring in my regular Facebook folks into the Bucs Report audience. You guys, you're hopping into a great thing here. Bucs Report is blowing up right now. Great shows on here. Great writing on here. Had Evan Winter, one of the newest members of Bucs Report, on my FM show the other night. He is a great writer and really good journalist and really good and loves his job. Very passionate. He's one of these Bucs guys that lives in Tennessee, but does a great job reporting on the Bucs. So check out Bucs Report, the website. Check out all the social media and all that. Lots of cool stuff coming up. Also, I'd like to thank my sponsor for this show. Same sponsor I have for my FM radio show. Shout out to Nobody. Yeah, Nobody. Great sponsor. Looking to get some more, though. So right now, though, Nobody, thanks a lot for all your support. Ask your doctor if Nobody is right for you. All right, there you go. There's the plug for my sponsor. Really do appreciate it. Let's talk some Bucs football. You want to? Hop on in with me. 727-592-8518. And if you want to hop in on the stream, I will pop your ass on the screen with me. You just come on in. The link is up at the top, the StreamYard stream. It doesn't matter what kind of camera you got. You can do it on your stupid Obama phone. It doesn't matter. Hop on in here. Oh, Joe Lawless up in there. Heezy, Farazy. Oh, Dizzy Dean. Now we're getting old schoolers up in here. I like this. What's up, Nick? All right, this is going to be fun. Feel free to hop in. Look at this. Here's our first question. I like this from my boy Mark, best karaoke guy around. Who do you think will make the biggest impact defensively this year, Johnny B? That's an easy one, Mark. That is an easy one. Now, it might not be as easy with some of the comments made during a Zoom conference during minicamp by Shaq Barrett this week. I don't know if you saw his Zoom or heard anything or saw writings about it. This guy's fired up more than ever. He wants to win, not defensive MVP of the league. He wants to be the MVP of the league. And I don't even know when the last time a defensive player got MVP of the entire league. That's what Shaq Barrett wants. He seems very motivated. He's out for blood. My pick, though, and he's my favorite player on the team. A lot of people, you would think automatically Tom Brady's your favorite player. No, my favorite player, the guy I love watching play more than anybody, is my man number 45. Devin White, to me, he is just so much fun to watch. Nobody loves football. I mean, really, playing defense at least, more than Devin White. That guy is all over the field. He is one of the fastest players at any position in the league, and he's just an absolute, like a force on the field. He's always around the ball, and then you got, of course, Devin. I mean, you got Devin White, you got Levante David, who's one of the best linebackers in the league. It's really disgusting front seven we have there. I say easily the best front seven in the NFL. You can argue if you want to. We got the trophy. The defense, it kind of speaks for itself. So I like Devin White. That is my answer to your question. Devin White has a real good shot at defensive MVP or team MVP. I don't know. He's definitely, to me, he is the heart and soul of that defense. You can argue that if you want to, but I see it. I only watched the greatest Tommy Terrific Brady. Okay. Guy with no profile pic. Look, it's hard not to watch Tom Brady. Yeah, I know. He's a beautiful man. I'll watch that guy do anything. I don't care. I'm going to watch him golf soon. Doesn't matter. Big Troy. Look, the beard is looking okay. All right. It doesn't really grow the way I want it to. And it doesn't look good in some angles. I was looking at photos of me on stage last night, and I just look like an old idiot on these pictures. Like I wanted it to look better. I'm decked out in my Adidas gear, dressing like a 16-year-old in 1985, trying to be as youthful as possible. But I'm an old fart, and it shows up sometimes, and I don't like it, to be honest with you, Troy. And you know what, Troy? You're looking a little bit old, too. Man, remember when we were young, stomping around, Sefner, bar hopping, just beating the girls off of us? Never happened. What do you think? I don't think it's Brady's last year. No, I do not think that. I think he's going to go one more after this year, but you never know. He might win the Super Bowl and just drive off into the sunset. But I don't see it, man. Did you see a decline in Brady last year? Did he look like he was getting old? And apparently he was playing with a bum knee all year, and he didn't look like he had missed a beat. What, did he throw 40 touchdowns? I mean, he looked pretty good to me. So, yeah, I don't see one more year for Tom Brady. That guy, he eats and sleeps and breathes football. I mean, when that guy has to study film, he sends his family out of town for 2 weeks. I mean, I don't know anybody that really is more football than Tom Brady that plays football right now. I mean, he's all about football 24/7. And you are right, Troy. Still a gangster. Damn right we are. Still a gangster. Hey, Andrew, what's up, bud? Anybody wants to hop on, feel free. And the phone lines are open right now. Check you out, fatso. 727-592-8518. Feel free to pop in and join me. I'm not gonna do a 2-hour show like I did last week. I got things to do, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I got a bunch of seafood in my kitchen. I'm having a little seafood boil tonight. Oh, yeah. That's right. I should have some sexy music for when I talk about food like I do on the regular radio show. That's my bad on that one. I'll get that fixed. Don't worry about it. I'll get my soundboard set up. Put some Marvin Gaye on there. Yeah. Doing a real seafood boil, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. Somebody's a basketball fan. Angel. He likes the Milwaukee Bucks, everybody. Check that out. Hell yeah. I honestly don't care. Don't care about basketball too much. Brady is a literal machine. Yeah, he is. He's pretty damn good. And here, do you agree with the people deserve second chances, i.e. Antonio Brown? I don't know if you would say Antonio Brown's on his second chance right now. He's he's on one of his chains. He's got like 9 lives, like a cat. I will say this. Jason Light's made some really interesting moves in the last couple of years that have worked out for the Bucs. I mean, really worked out for him. So, yeah, as long as he's, the Antonio Brown we've had like so far, I think, yeah. I mean, we've talked about this on the show before, not to give excuses for the guy, but here's one. I think something's a little loose up there, man. I mean, you watch Antonio Brown, some of his antics in the past. I mean, it seems like a person that's, not all there, some shaking loose up there. And the theory that we came up with on my FM show, and I'll give this credit to Will Kuntz, my co-host and executive producer of the Johnny B Show on 102.5 The Bone, Monday through Friday, 9 to midnight, plug. He had a great observation. And I went back and checked on it, and he's kind of right. So I don't know if you remember the hit that Antonio Brown took by Vontaze Burfict. I think I'm getting his name right. But the guy knocked him the hell out. Like, he was playing for the Bengals, and Brown was still a Steeler. And it seems like all his craziness started happening after that. So maybe it's something wrong in there, like a CTE type of deal, or he just knocked something loose in his head. But I did kind of go back, and he wasn't in any kind of trouble or really acting weird before that. So maybe Vontaze Burfict just made him crazy with a big old hit to the head. So I don't know, man. I think there's always going to be a short leash with Brown. So, the Bucs aren't going to let him do anything. And as soon as he does, he's gone. And I don't know if you've checked the depth chart for the Buccaneers. Pretty good. You can go check out bucksreport.com and you'll see the write-up by Evan Winter where he went in and talked about CBS Sports and how they predicted the depth chart for 2021. It's pretty interesting. Not a lot of surprises in there, but they also predicted every single game like I did with Rick Hughes and Will on my show a couple of weeks ago. And my final prediction was the Bucs would go 14-3. I think CBS Sports has them at 13-5. So that's seems to be around what people are guessing. 13-5. I mean, I've seen people predict, 19-1 and winning the Super Bowl. So I'd be okay with that too. And of course, the big talk is will they possibly or could they possibly go undefeated? And how much is that weighing on Tom Brady's mind? Because he was asked about, 5 weeks ago, if he would trade one of his Super Bowl rings to go back and go undefeated that year that they lost to the Giants in that weird Super Bowl where they possibly could have been the only team in modern NFL to win the Super Bowl, go undefeated, and actually play more than I think the Dolphins did it during a 14-game season or 12-game season in 1972, whatever they played back then. So, yeah, I mean, they're going to try to win every game. Tom Brady's going to try to win every game. I mean, no, who's taking games off? Nobody. So, we'll see what happens. I take it one game at a time. There's some games in there that really do worry me, and I'm sure do worry you guys too. So, yeah. Oh, look at this. Yep. Yes, you can be absolutely baked on the show, man. Absolutely. Even if you're in Canada, you're allowed to be completely high on this. Have you seen some of the hosts on this show? I would be surprised. Okay. I feel like I'm the minority because I'm not high right now. I feel like I should start drinking or something. You know what I mean? Especially since nobody's hopped in. No phone calls, no streams. I don't need you people. I'll talk to my damn computer just like this. Don't care. I do care. 727-592-8518. I do appreciate the comments though. The comments are great. I like it. Keep them coming in. Teresa, I like that. 15-2 losing. Okay. You think Washington and the Bills. Washington is a scary one always. The Bills, I think that's going to be a great game. I would really like to go to that game. That would be awesome. Yeah. I don't know. The game that scares me, I think scares a lot of people. That Rams game, early in the season, in LA could be scary. I think the Rams should be better, way better. I like Stafford way better as a quarterback there. I've always liked Stafford. He's just in a completely, bad situation. Anybody who plays for Detroit is in an automatic bad situation. So, yeah, I mean, could you imagine, some of the players that had to play their careers in Detroit had they went somewhere else? Can you imagine Barry Sanders playing for a playoff team? Could you imagine Calvin Johnson playing for a playoff team? I mean, yeah, I feel bad for those guys, but then I'm like, well, they're in the Hall of Fame and they're filthy rich, so they should feel bad for me. You know what I mean? I live in a 3-2 rental in Valrico and I drive a Kia. I'm not feeling bad for those fuckers. Not going to happen. 727-592-8518. God, I just depressed myself. Jeez. Things aren't that bad. I'm great. Look, I got a Yankee candle in the background. That's not a Walmart candle. That's a bougie-ass candle. Smells like cupcakes and shit. Yeah, I got a Bucs flag. Things are great. Everything's fine. Jeez. What am I doing? Back to the depth chart. I do want to go over some of this depth chart here. With you guys and like to hear your opinions on it. I think the tough decisions are going to be made on offense, not defense. I think defense is kind of set there. I mean, you might have a little fluctuation at defensive back a little bit, depending on how Jamel Dean's playing and how Sean Murphy-Bunning's playing. And of course, safety position, the besides Winfield Jr. There might be some other moving around there between Edwards and Whitehead, and we'll see what happens there. But defense is pretty set up. I can't see anything squirrely happening with the defense. Obviously, quarterback. We'll just go right down the line if you guys want to, and I'll give my opinion and take your opinion. Chris says we're definitely losing to the Bills. Definitely. I don't know, bud. Are you from Buffalo? I mean, I have a lot of friends in Buffalo, and the Bills are they're the second team I root for. Like I actually got put into the Bills Mafia like a honorary member because I know so many Bills fans, and a lot of them listen to my radio show. I have this weird cult following of about 50 people that I know of in Buffalo that listen to me. I do root for Buffalo, but against the Bucs, I can't. I just can't. That's my number one team. So that should be a fun game to watch. I'm a big fan of Josh Allen. I mean, I like a lot of their players. They're a good team, good coaching, good team. So we have more depth than needed on offense, and on defense, we need another DT and a veteran cornerback. I hear that a lot. I mean, the veteran cornerback thing that'd be nice if we could get somebody cheap that wants to come in and be like a player coach type deal. But honestly, some of our young guys, they're kind of coming into their prime now, into their like fourth and fifth years and stuff. So, I mean, Carlton Davis is kind of a veteran now. He's not young anymore. Our defensive backs, they have what they need. They have what every defensive back in the league needs: a pass rush. If you have a pass rush, your defensive backs, you don't have to have Deion Sanders and Ronnie Lott back there if you chase the quarterback around. That's the bottom line. If you don't have a pass rush, really good corners and really good safeties will look really average. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I mean, I'm not really concerned about the veteran cornerback. I wouldn't hate it, but I don't think it's a real necessary thing. And defensive tackle, I don't think it's as bad as people think either. I think people are, they're forgetting about some of these depth pieces that we have already. I mean, I like this kid out of Nebraska last year, and I brain fart his name every time. He's a twin. Him and his brother, Carlos, is that his name? He's a big kid and fast. I think he was a second or two different than Tristan Wirfs at the combine, and he's a big defensive tackle, real Warren Sappy kind of guy. So we got some guys in there. Man, I love all my old poker people popping in here too. This is great. Is this Arians last year? And who are the Arians? And I hear this from every Bucs writer that I respect and agree with a lot. I think it's pretty simple there. Arians will leave when Tom Brady leaves. You can pretty much, bet the farm on that. I don't see, unless Tom Brady tells him I'm playing 5 more years, Arians will be like, all right, fine, I'm out of here. Can't do that. But I'm pretty sure Arians is not retiring and letting Tom Brady play without him. And Arians is not coaching if Tom Brady leaves. So Arians leaves when Tom Brady leaves. So just plan that one out. There you go. Our biggest challenge is our health. Stay healthy, and we're an unstoppable force. Are you talking about you and I, Chuck Glass, since we're fat comedians? I get it. We die young. Are you talking about the Buccaneers? Chuck Glass, one of the funniest, greatest guys in Tampa. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, that's every team, though. I mean, that's honestly every team. It's about health. You could take so many great teams, and if 1 or 2 injuries happen, they're dead. I mean, think about franchise quarterbacks. I mean, are the Kansas City Chiefs winning without Mahomes? Are they winning without 2 offensive linemen? I think we proved that. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that. I mean, you could pretty much take 2 or 3 pieces off of any good team, and they become really average really fast. So, yeah, health is always a fear. I mean, I don't want Blaine Gabbert, as our starting quarterback, and I'm not even going to say how that would happen because I'm not trying to jinx us, but you know what I mean. Back to the depth chart, though, before I pop back in here. Look at that. There's Bill's Mafia Godfather in the house. I told you. They're here, guys. They are here. And thanks, dude, everybody watching. I appreciate this. The depth chart right now, CBS Sports, their prediction has obviously Tom Brady, Blaine Gabbert. They have Kyle Trask, and I really feel like this is going to come to fruition because Kyle Trask did just sign that contract. So they're spending money on this guy already. And I think that money is Ryan Griffin money. And I think Ryan Griffin might be out of here. Good guy. He's been a great Buccaneer. He helped Tom Brady when he was drunk. But that's really all he's contributed to the team is helping Tom Brady off the boat and helping him stay away from the media. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a dick here. I mean, great guy. He's made a ton of money not getting his jersey dirty. But, if they're going to invest in Kyle Trask, they may keep Ryan Griffin on the practice squad, but I wouldn't mind seeing him go somewhere else and get an opportunity to get, moved up the depth chart somewhere else. But yeah, it's not happening, man. So yeah, right now, Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, A-B, starter A and B. Like, we don't know who's going to get the ball more. They talk about whoever has the hot hand. Who knows? We haven't even went to training camp yet, but I mean, it's Ronald Jones until he got injured. Leonard Fournette really stepped up in the postseason. And then you had playoff and Lombardi Lenny. I mean, you can't deny that guy opportunities after that, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows here. Keyshawn Vaughn is probably your third down bat, or Giovanni Bernard. They're gonna compete for third down. Giovanni's got the experience. He can catch the ball, but Keyshawn Vaughn has proved he can catch the ball out of the backfield too. He's young. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting competition in training camp. Troy Trask in the house. Look, I wasn't real excited about Trask as a draft pick when it happened, only because I watched his pro day, and he doesn't have a super strong arm, or he didn't that day, but he does have a little bit of what Brady had and a little bit of what Brad Johnson had and quarterbacks like that, where he's really accurate, medium to short range. He has a really good football mind, so he makes pretty solid decisions. He somehow, without the physical attributes of a lot of these young quarterbacks, still puts up numbers. So I don't know. I think he had 70 touchdowns for the Gators. I mean, he's on paper, if you're looking at stats, he's done really well. And he seems to be in a perfect position for himself. He gets to sit there, not be rushed into play. I don't know, sit behind the greatest quarterback that's ever graced the football field, and be developed by probably the best developmental coaching staff in the league. So, oh darn, he gets to make a few $1 million as the luckiest intern in the history of football. So, I don't know, man. I'm going to give Trask a chance. I wouldn't mind seeing what he could do down the line. So, I'm not going to make poo-poo on him. Even though I grew up a Florida State fan, I root for everybody. Plays for the Buccaneers. You can believe that. Oh, look at this guy. That's his real last name, everybody. Todd Slinger, everybody. Says, let's go, Bucs. Good show you have going on, Johnny. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. He's saying that hungover, guaranteed. So thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Our schedule next year is way tougher than people think. I mean, I agree. They've come out and said it. I think Pro Football Focus said we had the fourth easiest schedule. But yeah, a lot of these teams, they're not going to be the same teams they were last year. So teams always there's always 4 or 5 teams that make a flip from sucky to pretty decent, depending on what's going on with them. Now, I disagree with New Orleans twice. I don't think New Orleans is going to be better. They'll be good, but they won't be better. Miami scares the hell out of me. That's one of the games that I have penciled in as a possible loss for us. The Pats can suck it. We're going to whoop that ass. Tom Brady might have 5 touchdowns in the first half. The Bills are tough. Colts might be tough. Rams, I already told you about the Rams. Giants always scare me. We always play down to the Giants. It's unbelievable. In Washington, yeah, we mentioned them earlier, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Let's go over here. Pal, back to Chuck Glass. Big question is, what's the scent of the mood candle in the background? You know what? I'm glad you asked. I briefly talked about that candle earlier. That is a Yankee candle, and it is some sort of I don't know. I'd have to look. It's a cupcake flavor. I like my candles to smell like Publix bakery. My girl's into like the lilacs and the citrusy and the forest trees or whatever. I like it to smell like, a pastry chef lives with me. And I got one that's like butterscotch cookies, cupcake. Like I want to get diabetes through my smell also. If I could possibly do that, that would be great. Jameis will be must-see games. I mean, I'm interested to see what the Saints are going to do there. I mean, I guess the general consensus, most people think that they're going to try to do like a 50-50 between Jameis and Taysom. So, whatever scenario they're in, they're going to have them both on the field at the same time. Could be a weird dynamic. Not worried about them. I'm really not, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens there. How many of you guys are going to try to go to games? Because it's going to be expensive. I'm pretty sure it's going to be expensive to get to a game this year. I'm trying to get to a game in the biggest dream scenario. I want to sing the national anthem at a Bucs game. So I've been practicing. I've done Monster Jam. I've done the Tampa Tarpons games a couple of times. I'm doing the Rowdies game this Saturday. And I'm talking to the Rays. So as soon as they lift their restrictions, I might be getting an opportunity to sing at Tropicana Field too. So I would like to sing. I mean, that's my bucket list item. I mean, to do it 3 days in a row at Monster Jam and be in Raymond James Stadium singing the national anthem, that was unbelievable. And one of the days I was there, Carlton Davis III was standing next to the stage and told me I killed it, and I almost said something super cheesy like, yeah, that's what we do in this stadium. We just win. Am I right? But I just shut my damn mouth and said, thank you, and walked off. But yeah, I would love to do that. So if anybody working for the Bucs is watching, I mean, throw your boy a bone. You know what I mean? Like, the Lightning have their anthem singer locked in. She's amazing. So they have Sonya. She sings all the home games. She's one of the best, in the whole league. Don't you guys want to have your house anthem singer, Bucs? Wouldn't you like it to be me? Wouldn't that be great? Born and raised in Tampa and Seminole Heights. Come on. I was at the 79 championship game. I cried. I was 7 years old. My dad called me a pussy all the way to the car. I did that. Come on. I was really mad Doug Williams didn't play that game. Really made me sad. Look at this guy. Boom. Looking forward to hanging out with you again. That is one of the biggest, baddest Bucs fans right there. Super fan John Blakey, part of the Bucs Invasion crew. They were kind enough to invite me in last season, and I got to watch the last couple of games and the Super Bowl with them guys at the big Bucs watch parties. So much fun. I mean, so much fun. So if you're not going to the game, I implore you, find a good group of Bucs fans to watch the games with. It's so much fun. It really is. And we have great Bucs groups out there. Bucs Invasion. You got the What the Buck people. You got the Loose Cannons people. There's all kinds of great Bucs groups and people hanging out and watching football together. And it's the next best thing to being in the stadium, to be honest with you. It's like a tailgate. Look at this. Doug Williams did play that. I thought he got knocked out in the first quarter or second quarter. Okay. I know he played, but he didn't finish the game. I do remember crying because he wasn't playing in the fourth quarter. Unless I was drunk like my dad at that game, which possibly could have happened. Possibly. Oh, yeah. Barbecue brother. It is Cameron. What's up, buddy? How are you, pal? Thanks for popping in. Hey, Seth. What's up, dude? Look at that handsome devil. Look at that. Yeah. Look, he's posing as a nerd with his Venom shirt on. Come on, man. Stop that. Stop talking all that crap. And there's Brian lying and saying I don't like Cameron. Not very nice, pal. Not very nice at all. Back to the depth chart. Let's go. Don't let me get too far offhand. Wide receiver. Now, we know what we're doing with 1, 2, and 3. Or do we? Some people say that Scotty Miller is not going to lose that third spot to Antonio Brown. I don't know. I mean, you got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. There you go. Now, what happens in that third slot? What happens there? I say it's Antonio Brown. Okay, it's Antonio Brown. Now, and that's what CBS Sports also has Antonio Brown as a wide receiver 3 or the slot wide receiver. Somebody is not making the team. Somebody that's been on the team is not making the team. Jaden Mickens, you better hope Jalen Darden fumbles every punt and kickoff return in training camp. You better hope that happens because he is about to replace you. Sorry. Cyril Grayson, thanks for showing up to practice. See you later, bud. Justin Watson, I think, is the bubble guy. I'm worried about Justin Watson. He's a great special teams player. He practices, in the offseason with Tom Brady religiously. He's a good locker room guy. Like most of our guys are really good locker room guys. But, Tyler Johnson, I don't think he's going anywhere. Scotty Miller's not going anywhere. So doesn't leave a lot of room, especially if Jalen Darden makes the team. So that's going to be interesting. Who's our bubble wide receiver? It's easy to say now, but honestly, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Timmy Dobbins, what's up, baby? Boom. Look at that. These guys right here are my friends for 25, 30 years. Look at that. Boom. Look at these guys. Dizzy Dean. Look at that. He's so old school. He's got Tom Brady in the wrong goddamn jersey. Look at that. Dean just had knee surgery, man. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. All righty. Looks like we got a call coming in. Let me see if I can answer this without looking like a complete moron. Let's go to the phones. You're on Out of Bounds with Johnny B. Who's this?
What's up, baby?
Oh,
Johnny B.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Who's this?
It's Buffalo, New York calling.
Oh, sir. Big Bear, the Bills Mafia Godfather himself on the line with me, Johnny B in Tampa. It's crazy. What's going on, pal?
Not much, buddy. Listen, we're looking forward to Josh has got some company coming down on December 12th. We're going to have Emmanuel Sanders with us. We're going to have Cole Beasley. We're going to have Diggs, and we're going to have Gabe Davis, the UCF Knight.
Oh, yeah.
And when we go 4 wide, buddy, they're going to be tough to stop.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. It's going to really depend on how uncomfortable the Bucs can make Josh. And we'll see what happens. It's going to be one of those games where obviously I want the Bucs to win, but if we slip on that one, it's not going to be the worst day in the world because I root for the Buffalo Bills, man. When they're not playing against the Bucs, I love the Buffalo Bills. So,
well, you realize as an official member of the Bills Mafia, like you are, yes, you're allowed to still root for your team, but underneath your Bucs gear, as a member of Mafia, you are required to wear at least one Bills garment. I don't care if it's your boxer shorts. You are required to wear one Bills garment under there somewhere.
Not when they're playing the Bucs. I can't do it, buddy. I can't. I'll wear my OJ jersey and I will walk around with a kitchen knife the week after that and just wave it at my neighbors. And I'll wear gloves that don't fit. But I can't wear any Buffalo stuff while the Bucs are playing the Bills. I just can't.
Well, then the bet is in, okay? If we win in Tampa, then you've got to go an entire week on your show with Bills garb on.
Done. I will do that for you, buddy. Absolutely. I like that bet. That's really good. It gives me a chance to break out my Bills stuff. Hell yeah. I'm going to break out my Terrence McGee jersey. It's going to be amazing.
Tell our mutual friend, Mr. Dobbins, that when the Mafia Godfather's on the phone, it's not just a Bucs show.
Oh, yeah, I know. We got to show respect to the Godfather, Timmy. Absolutely. And look, Teresa, she said, just get a Bill Speedo. That's not a bad idea. I'd rock that. Hell yeah. I'm in. I'll do it. I'm looking forward
to seeing you in the Super Bowl. That's all I can say. It's we're going to take Kansas City out this year.
Yeah.
And my prediction is a Bills Bucs Super Bowl.
I mean, I think a lot of people. I think Vegas even has that as a pretty solid bet. Yeah, when you're betting the prop bets right now. I got to go back and look and see what the average line is, but that is one of them. Is Bucs Bills is one of the ones that they're kind of predicting to be a higher odds bet there. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that.
Well, it's good to have you on, buddy. We're everybody's enjoying this, and before you know it, you'll have all of Buffalo and Bills Mafia tuning in with you, buddy.
Sounds good, buddy. I'll be ready to eat some wings with some Bills fans when they come to Tampa. Looks like it's gonna be a good time, buddy.
All right, buddy. Rock on. Bills, baby. Go Bills.
Later. Oh man, that is funny. Go Bills, except for when you play the Bucs. Then you got to leave. You got to go. There you go, boy. Look at that. That's what happens when a listener of my FM radio show, the Johnny B Show, tunes in. For you people that are just Bucs Report fans and just new to Out of Bounds, my listeners on the radio call themselves B-holes for Johnny B. I didn't make it up. They did, and they just ran with it. And then I call them fat asses, because even if you're not obese, my listeners enjoy food, and we usually do meet and greets around food. So my listeners are also known as the fat asses. So that'll probably carry on. It'll probably carry over to this show too. Bucs did jack up ticket price. Remind me when season starts, I'll hook you up with a pair to one of the games. I got 5 on the Speedo. Done, Troy. Done. Now, I will say this. If I sit next to you in a regular seat, we're going to be closer than you want me to be. Sorry. But in normal seats, I had season tickets in the 303 or something for a few years. And because that's really all I could afford for myself and Zane when he was a kid. And it wasn't bad because the Bucs sucked back then. So there was really not that many people in our section. But every now and then, we'd be playing, Green Bay or New York or somebody, and they would buy up all the section. And then you'd have all these people coming in from out of town. And guess what? You're getting some muffin top on top of you. Sorry. I know you like the Giants, but now you got my booby on your shoulder. How's that feel? Pretty good. Sorry. Yeah. I try to use my media connections and get into a suite or at least club seats. Yeah, I'm a little bougie, but I'll sit anywhere now. I don't care. The Bucs they're the greatest team in the NFL, and I want to watch them in person again. Like, we all got, a lot of people went to games last year, but not really. It was really tough to get into the stadium last year. So hop into the stream if you want to. There's another link just popped up from bucksreport.com. I can take up to 10 people on this bitch. Let's do it. Don't care. Don't Bill Speedos usually end up in Niagara Falls? Yeah, either that or what is some of the stupid little towns around. When I was first doing comedy on the road, I ended up there. I never got to do comedy in Buffalo, but I did comedy in all the little dumpy little trailer park towns around it. So I just claim I did comedy in Buffalo, so it will work out. Yeah, man, you guys are nuts in this thing right here. Boom. Yes, way to represent, Johnny. You're damn right. I'm not gonna wear no Bill stuff when they play the Bucs. It's stupid. Won't do it. Back to the depth chart, folks. We talked about the toughest ones. Tight end, I think it's pretty simple here. I mean, I want Tanner Hudson to still make the team. I like Tanner Hudson a lot. Really, really hardworking guy. Really good hands when he's able to play. He's just on a team that's stacked with Gronkowski, Brait, OJ Howard. I think a lot of people like myself are excited to see what OJ Howard could do in this offense if he could stay healthy. It could be something. Offensive line, it's pretty set. I've heard people say that Alex Kappa may get challenged by Aaron Stinney or by the rookie Hainsey. I don't see that happening. Alex Kappa is a goddamn man. That guy played with a broken arm, an entire game with a broken arm. You can say whatever you want about Alex Kappa. The guy is a stud. I mean, he is a damn football player. So offensive line it's set. You're not messing with them at all. Defense, we talked about that. Another, I mean, we have all these questions around health, like Chuck was saying earlier. Vita Vea missed a lot of football last year. Can you imagine a whole season of Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh side by side? I don't know. William Golston might get challenged for some playing time. I don't know about that either. Of course, linebacker, they're all set there. You got Shaq and Paul on the outside, or Pierre Paul. You got White and Levante David. I'm guessing Pierre Paul he'll get a few more breaks, and they'll let Tryon jump in there a little bit. Probably not in the first few weeks. They're going to develop him for a while, get him comfortable in the system, and then I think they're going to unleash him in the last few weeks of the season and into the postseason. You'll have a fresh, sort of developed Joe Tryon. Oh boy. Yeah. So there you go. I'd like to see John Franklin make the team again. He's listed as a defensive back, but the guy, he can play all over the place. He can play receiver. He can play quarterback. He can play all over the place. He's still on the roster for defensive backs. I like as far as guys that will be on the bubble. I love Ross Cockrell. He came in and had some great playing time last season. Herb Miller is still there. I like him. The guys that aren't going to make the team, Antonio Hamilton, D. Delaney. They are. Exactly. Yeah. No offense, guys. Good luck. Free safety. It's Jordan Whitehead, man. Jordan Whitehead is there. I don't even know these guys that are listed behind him on the depth chart. If you know Lawrence White IV or Augie Contressa or Raven Green, good for you, super fan, because I don't know who they are. Strong safety is where we're strongest. Antonio Winfield Jr. or Antoine Winfield Jr., Mike Edwards, and Javon Hagan. I actually know who Javon Hagan is. So that's a pretty good depth chart right there. So I know I sound like a dick, but I'm not trying to be. If you want to hop in, 727-592-8518. Also hit me up on Twitter at Johnny B Comedy. Oh, and TikTok. Are you on TikTok, grown-ups? I have two of them, Johnny B Tampa and Johnny B Comedy, where I post 1-minute stupid clips, my stand-up and things like that. So, yeah, look at that. Boom, look at that. Canada says he'll pop in for 5 and 10. Get ready for impressions, everybody. That sounds fun. Oh, there you go. Love it. Teresa, I would love it, but I don't think I could make the walk to that seat. Yeah, I understand what you're saying here. She's answering this guy. I know what they're talking about here. Weirdos. Okay, there you go. I would like, look at it. He says I could sing the national anthem at the first Invasion watch party, September 26th. Look, man, if I don't get to do it at the actual Bucs game, I probably will. I don't, you know me. I'm all about it. I've sung the national anthem at high school games, little league games. I'm pretty much anywhere that has a microphone that needs the national anthem sang. I have done it. Why is it hard to find chili dogs at the stadium? How would I know that? Is it hard to find a chili dog at Raymond James? Tell you where it's not hard to find a chili dog. Steinbrenner Field, where I got the VIP treatment last week when I sang the national anthem for the Tampa Tarpons. They got me in that dugout club. Wow. Impressive. If you ever go over there and watch a game, unbelievable. Like how great the staff and everybody is there at Steinbrenner. Super cool people there. And you pay the extra money and get in the dugout club. It's kind of like the Chase Club is at Amalie, but at Steinbrenner, I mean, you walk into the dugout right behind home plate. It looks like a dugout. You go in there and it's a clubhouse. Like it's just this beautiful, full open bar. Melissa's the bartender. She's beautiful and she's so sweet. And then to the right, chili dogs and pasta station and chicken sandwiches and desserts like these deep fried like elephant ear things and cannolis and just It was good. It was good. So that's where I know where to get a chili dog, or 7-Eleven, if you don't mind maybe getting food poisoning. Yeah, so hop in, do that. It's a good time. The streams are open. The link is up there. Here, I'm gonna pop up the link again for you. Boom, pow. It's in the comments if you want to hop in to the stream and talk Buccaneer football with me and the rest of the b-holes that are all up in this right now. So there you go. The depth chart, we talked about it. We'll see what happens. But I don't see it changing much from that, barring any injuries. I think we're pretty safe there, folks. So everybody relax. Nothing to see here. We'll be fine. Look at that. Twitter. People are following me on Twitter. Good job, folks. I appreciate it. As this show grows, I'm going to start inviting, some guests in, some media members and comedians. I want to get comics in here to give a comedian's opinion on Bucs football and Tampa Bay in general, because I want this show to be, at least 80% Bucs, but why not go a little off? Go a little off the rails, especially in the off season. You know what I mean? Why not? Let's have fun. We'll talk best burger in Tampa. I love these kind of talks. I love those kind of debates. I'll do that all day long. Who's got the best what in Tampa? We'll just come up with the topic. I don't care. Pop it up in the comments. You ask me anything. As a matter of fact, I got that as a benchmark. It's called Ask Johnny Anything as a benchmark. Like, what's that noise outside my window? That's thunder. It's getting ready to rain. It's getting ready to piss hail here in Valrico, Florida. So it's summer in the afternoon. So if the power goes off, it wasn't me. It was Jesus. He did it. I didn't do it. Yeah. So ask me anything in the comments. I'll answer anything. I don't care. If it sparks up a conversation, I will do it. Hey, my brother's here. Look at you, bud. Look at that. This guy here. Boom. Look at that. Look at this little profile pic, him and my nephew. That's my actual biological brother. Not like when you go, oh, that's my brother from another mother. Nope, same mom. Weird. She popped both of us out. Poor lady. Not good. Boom. Look at this guy bragging. Sorry I haven't commented lately. I was eating. LOL. Thanks, pal, for bragging about you eating. I'm doing a seafood boil tonight, folks. Yeah. I got snow crab. I got mussels. I got shrimps. I got sausage. I got potatoes, the little fancy potatoes. I got corn. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put it all in a nice white wine, butter, and garlic sauce. Oh, it's going to be so good. Oh, you envy me, don't you? You want it? You know you want it. Oh, we're doing it. Who has the best belly? Man, that's a toughie, Timmy. Now, does it have to be a recognizable belly, like a celebrity belly, so everybody in the stream knows who the hell you're talking about? Or can it be like an inside, like, belly that only we know about? Because there's some freaking big bellies, some good, impressive, nice, round, very voluptuous bellies out there. I think Mike Orlando may have a pretty good belly. It seems to drag him around the room. And Mike Orlando is a poker dealer at Hard Rock, if you guys ever go over there. He's from New York, and you'll know it because he'll tell you within 3 minutes of you meeting him. So, yeah, like, I mean, I'm a fat ass, but my belly doesn't, like, tell me where to go. This guy's belly's like, hey, we're going over here. And then he follows his belly to wherever he's gone. It's very impressive. Very impressive. So, yeah, I'd have to give it to him. He's a sweetheart of a man. Yes. So, but I do believe his belly probably has its own Facebook page and probably has a following. So, yeah, Mike Orlando, dealer at Hard Rock. His belly wins. Best belly in Tampa Bay. There's a lot of people in the chat that agree with me. That is pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. Never seen a guy his age go on more casino trips with his mom. Oh, well. Either really loves his mom or nobody else wants to go to Biloxi with him. Either way, it's sweet. Good for him. Have fun. He's from Buffalo. If you ever ask, he'll tell you. Don't you worry about it. There, see, look, the biggest heart will do anything for you. Don't be a puss, okay? We're just kidding. You don't have to put that on there like it's going to hurt his feelings. The guy's tough. He's tough as nails. He knows what a ball busting is. Leave him alone, for God's sakes. Or leave me alone for messing with Mike Orlando. Uh, here's something I want to talk about while we're talking Buccaneer football. I want to talk about who the best player at each position in the history of the Bucs are. Think about that while I grab Andrew and pop him on here. Oh my goodness gracious!
Hi.
What is going on?
I don't know. I literally just oh my God, I got out of jail. I'm here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man.
Well, thanks for getting your hair all fixed up for the show. It looks good.
This is a whole this is fixed, man. This is a train wreck. This is almost like the Saints going into the next season, man. This is
oh man, this is bad.
How you doing though, man? How you been?
I'm good. Good, buddy. This is the first show I've done where I'm not hungover or drunk. Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Okay, but you are baked, allegedly, so we're good.
Dude, can you tell?
I don't know what you're saying, man. I mean, how you think I got in here in the first place, right? I mean,
that's perfect. How's Canada, buddy? Are you guys open yet? Are you allowed to leave?
Warm. Look at my forehead. We actually got like a little bit of sun and stuff. Oh my God! So we were playing 5-on-5 b-ball in the courts. Me and my host Alex Loosemore.
Oh yeah,
finally got out. It was nice, actually. We got there. Only me and him. One of our buddies showed up, and we're like, okay, so I guess we'll do a throw around here. We'll do some shooting around. We'll try to be Steph Curry, make some highlights. And then we realized there was a graduation going on around the corner, and I was like, well, if I start pulling out my tripod and cameras and start trying to take videos around here, I think I'm going to get arrested. So, which is not that this is I do not take no videos of nobody. Don't ever assume that. Let me just zip this up here a little bit more. But then all of a sudden, like a group of like 13 people came for their own pickup game, and we joined them, and it was fun. And now Canada seems to be open, but we're not open. So it's like having sex for the first time. She's really, really into it. And you say I'm about to word, and she's just like, I need you to just stop right now.
Oh yeah. Oh man. And it probably is hard to stop when, you have Trudeau and he's so handsome. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, some people tell me I literally look like Trudeau if I wasn't French and actually had a little bit of decency. But no. If you ever say I look like Trudeau ever again, not you, Johnny, no, but anybody else, you ever say I look like Trudeau, we're going to have a je le crois la toilette or whatever they say. Thank you in Quebec and whatever. So, what about, so we're talking about like the depth chart.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I mean, CBS Sports released like their prediction of it. Evan Winter put it up on bucksreport.com. He wrote his angle on it. And I looked at it, and it's nothing groundbreaking. They didn't like make a prediction that's going to freak anybody out. It's pretty much what you think it will be. So it doesn't get until you get into the deep depth chart, like the defensive backs, like who's going to make the bubble, like in fourth string as a DB, like, it's basically even the receivers. It's like you already know who's going to be really fighting for that last spot. The Tyler Johnson, Justin Watson. We'll see how. The rookie Jalen looks. I mean, but as far as like your top, you got the top four guys aren't going anywhere. So we'll see. Yeah.
You can almost guarantee any of these players this year that if Tom Brady specifically asked you to trade for or trade up for in the draft, they're going to make the roster or practice squad.
Yeah. That's what I would think too. And I think they drafted him to replace Jalen Mickens as far as that return guy, because he's never done anything flashy. Nobody's ever said, man, I'm so glad he's returning a kick for us. Like he's just a hype guy.
He's a hype guy. He's been always kind of a cool hype guy, but I'm pretty sure we got enough of those now. So
I can hype the team up, but you don't want me catching punts. You know what I mean? So Christopher Cole says that he thinks Justin Watson is gone. See, that's a guy now. That's a toughie because he is a great special teams player. He's like down there on tackles on every kickoff, unless you got who's the guy with the beautiful hair, the Mr. Irrelevant that we drafted. If we're both high. The linebacker with a Palomalo hair. if he ends up being a great special teams player, that might make Justin Watson disposable. We'll see. John Superfan Blakey, here's a great question for you. Let's say Brady retires at the end of the season. We end up winning 1 Lombardi trophy. Does Brady deserve to be inducted into the Buccaneer ring? Yes. Put him in now.
Yep.
Put him in. Bruce Arians in and Jason Light in right now. Just put him in there. Dig him in there. I don't care. Yes, Brady makes a Ring of Honor.
I'm the one that said retire number 12 for the Bucs.
Yes.
I'm the one that's been, a lot of people are saying, whoa, Doug Williams. I know Matt Colson's out there somewhere. But yeah, people have said, Doug Williams does deserve his respect. And there's a couple other people that have worn 12. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But he 1 year came in here, 43 years old, took the roster we all knew was a Super Bowl roster and won it. And now it's got everybody else in the NFL very scared when you look at other teams. So.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the Lombardi trophy, which is, it's huge, obviously, to get our second one. But yeah, you make a great point, and that's the reason why I say put him in now, is he did something that nobody could do for almost 20 years, and that is change the whole culture of the team. And the culture now is even better than 2003. We still had some cancers in the locker room. You still had Keyshawn Johnson. You still had guys like that. This team is, you can't find a bad apple really in the whole group. He immediately flipped like the entire narrative, from just this downtrodden, we can't win no matter how hard we try. We're just the doormats of the NFC South. Nobody loves us, boo-hoo, to just winners. Like, how do you do that? It's just incredible. So yeah, he did that. And, and people want to play for him. I mean, I've heard them say, I've heard players say that the coaches want to coach better because he's there.
Of course.
Are you serious? Like, how often does a player inspire a coach to be better at his job? So yeah,
exactly. When it's your boss essentially saying he wants to be better for you, that's right. That's when things have changed and for your better. So
yeah, it's like if you were working at an Applebee's and then they said, you know what, we have a new kitchen manager. Meet Guy Fieri, everybody, and they're like, oh shit, these better be the best wonton tacos I've ever made in my life. You damn right they better be. We're in Flavortown now, bitch. Yeah, so completely overhaul when it comes to attitude in that locker room. And what I love, too, is I've heard the stories, different defensive backs saying that he'll walk into their meeting room, and I think he pulled Sean Murphy Bunting to the side last season and said, hey, man, I'm seeing a couple things that you're doing that if you change them up, the wide receivers won't be able to read, the coverage, or you'll do, just helped him. He was coaching defensive backs. He's like, yeah, I noticed this flaw in your game. Let me help you fix it. And he made them play better. I mean, I never heard of Joe Montana or Terry Bradshaw walking in and telling a defensive back. I mean, maybe they did, but I never heard of that. Like, that's incredible. I mean, to have that kind of an impact all over the field. My dream scenario, and I don't know if you've come across this, Andrew, but my dream scenario is that when Bruce Arians retires, instead of it being Byron Leftwich or Todd Bowles, then Brady goes, I'm retiring too, and I'm also I'm taking over as the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Everybody, I'm now Coach Brady. Everybody, please enjoy the season, because I just want him to be part of the team in any way possible. Like, he will. When he's not, yeah. So, or buy the team. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. I just want Tom Brady in that facility so that people will want to be great. So, I mean, that's what I want. So we'll see what happens.
People go to Pittsburgh, people go to Green Bay still, you still end up getting these vets that want to go play with these almighty teams, these Hall of Fame teams that have existed for a very long time and that have won Lombardis and in multiple Lombardis and in different eras, so that, the kids of the grandfathers and stuff are all enjoying it in Pittsburgh and Green Bay and San Fran and maybe not Dallas, but, and that's what we want here in Tampa. And you keep Brady around, whether he's an owner. I've even said president of operations. I mean,
yeah, I don't care. Whatever. I need it. Is Andrew? Look at this. It's a great question here from Bucs Report from the mothership. Is Andrew wearing a Shaka wig from the Land of the Lost? I mean,
this isn't a wig, man. I don't know what anybody's talking. I literally just got out of jail. I'm back. I rented my little office again for about half an hour. That's about as long as I got until the cops get here, and then
honestly, I thought you were going with the Fitzpatrick look. Is what it looked like to me when he pulls his helmet off. You got the beard going on, everything else.
Yeah.
There you go. I hope
for everybody.
Tim Wotherspoon says, I hope Brady returns or turns into a Buccaneers coach. Yeah, that's what I said too, buddy. Exactly. I mean, will that happen? I don't know. This guy's he's bought a media company. He has the TB12 company. He's got a lot of stuff going on. But I really feel like he'll want to stay somehow part of football, and why not stay with the Bucs and continue the winning here? He loves Tampa. He seems to love Tampa. Why wouldn't you love Tampa? It's beautiful.
It's warm. There is one major clue that a lot of people have kind of looked at with the Brady might want to coach. Brady might want to do this. This is going to sound dumb, and I know people will kind of clip this, use this against me.
Your wig is totally going to block anything dumb you say.
Right. What I know, organizations make draft picks. We know that players obviously don't make draft picks, but there might be some things that we don't know about behind closed doors. And Bruce Arians, not saying he's talking out of his ass or anything like that, but Bruce Arians might be talking some stuff to kind of keep the media away from Brady and about what he's going to do after retirement, because probably that talk. So if there is anything to Brady being a head coach, maybe Brady was the one that's interested in Kyle Trask. Maybe Brady saw something that he could teach him eventually. He's going to have him. So.
Yeah, he's always said in the past that he wasn't about developing the people behind him, but that was also before he was like almost 44 years old. So he may, have just had like a moment of clarity or reckoning and said, you know what, instead of being, pushing back on this, maybe I should work on trying to develop somebody, because maybe I would want to be a coach down the line or something. So maybe, yeah.
Now the other big clue to that would be when he was in New England, and if we had Joshua Cole Allen, he would probably agree to this part anyways. They didn't give him everything. It still was about Belichick and the team and the Belichick culture and the way that they do things. At least when he came down to Tampa, there was a leniency that was given to him eventually from Bruce Arians, from Brian Leftwich, Todd Bowles, even ownership. So maybe he knew that if everybody kind of buys in and they, push these contracts down the road, and he knows 2 to 3, 4 years that it is going to have to come back, and they are going to have to do something. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's looking at that in a weird way. Like, maybe I do have 3 to 4 years left. And if I have 3 to 4 years with this kid who everybody thinks is an afterthought, maybe he could be the answer to keep this winning culture around. And at least we don't, put this beautiful franchise that has helped me be the best that I could be at 43 years old in a financial hole. So there is, a very, very slight percentage that it could happen, but all the clues are there to it being a kind of a possibility. But I think it's more ownership that he would look for. Sit at home, be with his wife and kids, and enjoy.
Maybe it was a deal. And I thought about this too. Maybe there was a deal cut last year where Tom Brady goes, look, man, I'm coming, but you got to go get Gronkowski for me. And then Bruce said, I'll get Gronkowski for you, but you're going to have to help me develop a quarterback next year. And he goes, done. We'll do that. And then Aaron's like, good, let's do it, brother. Let's go have a drink.
He is the quarterback whisperer. He has developed a lot of good quarterbacks. So there's a very good possibility to that one as well.
I like coming up with just these crazy
Same.
and I'll do it in my head, and then if I think it enough, then I'll just believe that's exactly what happened. You know what I mean? Yep. Like, you got these psycho, like these women will they'll have a dream that you cheated on them like 3 times, and then you might as well just get divorced at that point because she believes it now. So I'll tell myself, they had a conversation. They met one day, at a taco bus. They were having a couple of quesadillas, and he's like, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll give you Gronkowski, but I'm probably going to draft a young quarterback next year to replace you. Don't be a dick. Help me develop him. And Tom's like, yeah, whatever, man. That's fine.
I'll take the pay cuts. I'll live on the beach. Let's enjoy this. It's fine.
This is awesome. Johnny B and Jeremiah Johnson. Okay, there you go. Whoever that is that some sort of who is Jeremiah Johnson?
I literally was hoping for a lob on that one because
I think it's a 70s rocker, if I had to guess.
I'm hoping it's rocker and not porn star because, I mean, this mustache can be multi-use, but not for this show.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why I wouldn't qualify to be a porn star. Although I'm thinking about starting an OnlyFans here soon, but not sex. I just want to smash cakes on my belly. I'm at the point humiliation might be my only career path at this point in my life. So
you might have something there.
Yeah, I'll get sponsored by a bakery. It's time to go. Tom Wotherspoon said he didn't want to develop anyone behind him in New England because he knew if they exceeded him, Bell Ichuk, he's doing voice to text, would trade him. It's totally different for him. Yeah, I mean that's a general rule of thumb or thought. Is that you don't want to develop somebody to replace you. And when Tom Brady was in his prime, he was still winning rings. He didn't want to have some young stud coming in and going, hey, you know what? I'm going to train you to replace me, buddy. That's like radio, like. If they have me, they go, hey, we want you to teach this new guy how to host a show. No, I ain't, because I'm the bottom of the depth chart when it comes to my radio station. I'm the nighttime guy. You're not replacing me. No. Jeremiah Johnson was it was a movie from the early 70s with Robert Redford. Oh, sorry. I was a baby in the early 70s. This guy, Andrew's parents hadn't met yet. How about that?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I mean, actually, that's
Canada wasn't a country yet in the early 70s. How about that? It was actually Alaska. We sold part of it in 1986. You guys got
so lucky with that because, gosh darn it, I just want to be an American citizen and live in Alaska. That's all I want.
Well, all you got to do is escape, dude. It's not hard to do, man. Just got to get past the Mounties or wherever the hell you people have up there, is that what they are?
I was gonna make such a bad joke, but yes, we have Mounties and RCMP and
I don't know, man,
and these other Do
the Canadians hate the cops the way people hate cops?
I'm currently like running from them right now, man.
Yeah, be careful, man.
Trying to get to Alaska, it's like, okay, you can either go to Ontario and deal with Doug Ford, or you can try to get to Alaska and deal with grizzly bears. And I'm all for the grizzly bears. I ain't going near Doug Ford in that flipping.
Hey, man, check Tampa news, man. We've had an outbreak of bears in suburban neighborhoods around here lately. It's crazy. Like they're just. I know that happens in Canada, but here, like we're like a metropolitan area here in Tampa, and where there's all these Ring doorbell cameras, and it's like a 7-foot tall black bear just posing at the front porch. You're like, "What's up?"
Okay, it's a black. It's still be scared. It's a black bear, and still be cautious with your dogs and all that kind of stuff. It's not a grizzly.
Oh yeah.
If you told me there was grizzlies there in Florida, I'm not coming there anymore. What the heck?
It's so funny. It's so funny too. Like these city slickers, right? And I'm one of them, but I'm not a moron. This lady was on news and she was saying, "Oh my God, I'm so excited that there's a real bear in our neighborhood. How cool is that?" And I'm like, all right, it's really cool until you go out with a bowl of honey to try to make friends with your new pet and he bites your damn face off. Stupid. How about that, Tanya? You idiot. Yeah. It was just hilarious to me. Oh my God, how neat. No, it isn't.
Honey, they ate the Chiquita. Honey, they ate Chiquita. And I tried to feed it. Winnie the Pooh was just being an asshole. Eat Chiquita. I'm sorry.
It's true. I would. If there was a bear out there, I would throw one of my dogs right to it. And I go, here you go, buddy. Here's your offering. I love my dogs, but not trying to die today in my backyard.
I got 2 wiener dogs, and one of them would just roll over and pretend he's already dead. And the other one, I'm not going to lie, would probably try to stand up to it, but eventually would get hit once and be like, I'm effing done with this.
The wiener dog, man. Bear put some mustard on it. It's good to go, baby. Yum, yum. Way to go. If you want to hop into the stream, you can. We could take many people. I don't care, man. I probably think up to 10 people. So just a link to the stream is right there. We got a little bit of time left. Bam. Just popped it up into the chat. Pow. Also hit share with all this on everybody, man. Make sure everybody knows that these streams are happening. Not only this one, but all week long, every day. There's multiple streams. Andrew, tell them when yours is and how they can watch you guys.
I'm supposed to be on in an hour. I got to actually try and run over to the other side of the office without being caught within that hour. So hopefully we'll get there, but I think I'll be fine.
Don't worry. I'm getting ready to close this bitch down in a few minutes. So yeah, you'll have plenty of time.
I'll be good, man. Oh, good. I got the wife is like, huh, you haven't been here for the last 3 years. Where you been? I'm like, honey, I've been running. I've been living. I'm literally in jail because of you. And she's like, hey, how are you?
Where's your wife from? Jesus.
Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
that's not a Canadian accent at all.
No, definitely not Canadian. She's not even from Mexico either. I couldn't even think of it, like Croatia or something like that.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I like it.
Mexican Croatian. She's Macrotian.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. That's what I want. Nice Eastern Bloc Mexican woman. That would be perfect. It does sound lovely, to be honest with you.
Not gonna lie. I one day was really baked. I typed in Macrotian in Google, found out exactly what it is, and had to get me one.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and there's a discount too on some websites right now. So
hence the jumpsuits.
Oh my God. Oh, well, Andrew, thanks, dude. I appreciate you popping by, man. I'll let you slide so you can get ready for your show, and that'll be firing up here at about 8:30, guys. So stick around, bucsreport.com to listen to those guys. They're awesome. What is it? North of I'm brain farting the name of the show.
Oh man, no, where is it? I got North Sports Dynasty that I do every Saturday. I do it at 11 a.m. Eastern time, or Mountain time. That's my time. And then 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's your guys' time. We just do fantasy football talk. We do mock drafts. We got the NHL one and the NBA ones coming up here soon. So all you NHL and NBA fans can start popping into that show and get all the knowledge you need before the drafts if you want to make some money.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I love you guys' show, and I'll be really excited to watch during like football season for fantasy stuff. So because I like to try to make money playing fantasy football, and I could use all the help I can get. So thanks,
between me and Harry, we're going to be making sure everybody here at Bucs Report is making money next season, guys. So you just be staying tuned.
Hell yeah! Thanks, pal. Appreciate it, man.
Not a problem. Got to run. Bye, guys.
Hey, there you go. Andrew, everybody. The guy is an absolute lunatic. Here's a great question, Troy. Best burger. Try bacon cheeseburger, Brick House, Plant City. Really? Okay. Well, I'm not far from Plant City. I would like to try that. Little Brick House. I almost went to the new Shake Shack in Tampa yesterday, but ended up not doing it on my way to my gig in Palm Harbor. But man, always looking for a good burger. I got to tell you, around here in Brandon, Valrico area, it's hard to beat the burger at Portillo's, man. I was surprised. I thought they were known for like their Italian beef sandwiches and their hot dogs, and they are good with those. But man, my girl got a burger and she was bragging about it. So I went in and got one. That shit, it was legit. I ain't gonna lie, So, and if you're ever in a pinch, and also not a sponsor, I was shocked. After 4 o'clock, Wawa has hamburgers now, and I was like, it's gonna be horrible. It's a gas station, and it wasn't like groundbreaking or anything, but pretty damn good burger. I mean, for a gas station, had fresh toppings, big old nice brioche bun. I wasn't mad at it, I was like, all right. I'll pour some ketchup on my boobies while I'm driving in the car. I don't care. This is good. And yes, I have had Maryland's fried chicken in Plant City. And it looks like a dive, like it wouldn't be good, but it's good, man. It's hard to beat good fried chicken, man. It really is. Best fried chicken around here, around Tampa. Man, that's a toughie right there. If you're in Seminole Heights, I really like King of the Coop. It's right next door to Wicked Oak Barbecue. Those are good friends of mine. And in my opinion, arguably the best barbecue in Tampa, in Seminole Heights at Wicked Oak. Bubba knows, and those guys, they do really good work there. So that's some good stuff. Yeah, Wawa does have, if you want a good sandwich, it's kind of hard. To me, it's Publix or Wawa. If you want a sub, that's where we go. We go pub sub or Wawa sub. That's just how it is, It's just easy and delicious. So yeah, hop on that. It's good. Yeah, Portillo's is good, man. And Culver's ain't bad either. We had Culver's last night on the way back from the gig because we were starving and it was late, and they were open till midnight. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool, good places to hop in and grab something. As far as like a regular burger joint, like that's not fast food or not like a chain in Tampa, you got a place called The Burger Spot. It's over kind of in the neighborhood I grew up in, kind of in the hood a little bit in Tampa, but yeah, their burgers are super, super legit. And then probably neck to neck with them is Burger Culture on Dale Mabry in Tampa. Really good too. It's a food truck in the parking lot of a Harley Davidson place, a dealership in Tampa, and their burgers are stupid good. Like both of them, The Burger Spot and Burger Culture. Probably 1 and 2, however you like them. It's all about what you like. I mean, there's other places too, but if somebody was in here, coming into Tampa from out of town, and I was trying to impress them and their favorite food was burgers, I would take them to one of those 2 places. Sure. Or I'd make them my own. You know what I mean? I would make a Johnny B special. I would take a nice Wagyu beef and grind it up, and then probably sous vide the burger, to get it right before an optimal medium. And then I would quickly throw it on a super hot smoker outside, my big green egg, and get a nice crust on each side, and then get some premium cheese on that bitch, and just make it all yum, right? And put it on a nice buttery toasted bun. Yeah. Are you turned on yet? And then get some sauteed mushrooms and onions, maybe some bacon jam, and put right on top of the cheese. Oh, yeah. All right. I should probably go. I'm starving. Thanks, guys, for listening. Do appreciate it. This has been fun, man. Like, wasn't expecting a lot of my old school friends on Facebook and stuff to pop in here. Very, very cool. Lots of great stuff coming up on this show, Out of Bounds with Johnny B. As the season gets closer, we're going to get more guests on here, talk more Bucs football. Training camp is coming up in a few weeks, so there's going to be a lot of fun stuff to talk about. And it's really just a hangout, man. It's a live stream. So you guys pop into the chat, you pop into the stream, you call the line, whatever you want to do. And look, you can call the line when the show is not going on and leave a voicemail, 727-592-8518. And maybe I'll play your voicemail on the next show, depending on what the hell you talk about. But yeah, thanks, Victor, Troy, Harry, all you guys, man. Really appreciate you popping in. Have a great rest of your night. Try not to sulk about the Lightning loss. They're going to come back and whoop that ass on Tuesday. You'll see. And stick around for Bucs Report. Lots of shows. Make sure you bookmark bucsreport.com. Follow them on social media. Share with everybody so that, you get the word out. There's lots of great content and entertainment on Bucs Report. And, of course, right here, Out of Bounds with Johnny B. Listen to my terrestrial show, Will You Please? Monday through Friday, 102.5 The Bone, 9 o'clock to midnight. And lately, I've been going to 1 o'clock in the morning because, I don't know, I get more money and they don't know I'm doing it. Until they tell me to stop, I might keep doing it. I have no idea. But, yeah, support that too. Really do appreciate it. You guys have a great night. Teresa, great night. Everybody else, I'm going to go eat seafood now. Living my best fat life. Bye-bye.